Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome back to my channel, Bales1986SW, and today I want to talk about positivity. I think positively, so therefore I will lose weight. It has been my mindset throughout my Slimming World journey. I think personally that most eating habits are established in childhood. It's where we learn to use food to manage our emotions, and this mentality can stay with us until adulthood. I personally think that we live in an osogenic world where we are designed to eat more. And what we do then is when we try and cut back, we try and be healthy, we have this rebound effect where internally we just eat the very foods which we are trying to avoid. Slimming World Plan still allows us to have those naughty treats. They are managed in sins, and we therefore feel less denied of the foods that we are trying to avoid. However, this time round, I had that in mind, but also my mindset has been more positive, that if I think positively, I therefore lose weight. This goes hand in hand with Slimming World. I personally think Slimming World is all about mindset. Once you've got your mind set that you're wanting to lose weight, you will lose weight and therefore it will stay off longer and you will feel healthier. Now, I've started Slimming World many times before, but this time round I made a promise to myself that I would do this the most healthiest. I will keep this weight on, and I had to find a way where this plan worked for me. And the way it's worked for me, I've currently lost 3 stone and 1 pound in 24 weeks. And the way this has worked for me is my mindset has been positive. These are my 6 positive ways to lose weight easier and to keep the weight off. Now, I hope they help you as much as they've helped me. Number 1 is choose your moment. People often have these moments of like seeing the light, or that's when I wanted to lose weight. It could be a photograph, it could be a birthday, it could be the dreaded we're going on a summer holiday and I've got to bear all. It could be a wedding. It could be absolutely anything, but my moment was looking back on my wedding photographs and knowing that that's when I realised I was the most comfortablest, the most healthiest, the most confident person, and I wanted that Rachel back. And that's my moment. When I looked back on those photographs, which were nearly 10 years old, I wanted that Rachel back, and I had to find a way to get that Rachel back. And these moments give us that extra oomph to make us want this more. So if you are struggling at this moment, look back and remember why you started that journey. If it is a certain photograph, get that photograph out and look at it again and reset your mindset of that's why I'm on this journey. But whatever your moment is, remember it. And it doesn't have to be anything like I've said, but decide that now is the right time and go for it. Just go for it. You've got nothing to lose apart from weight. And you'll love it. Honestly, you will love it, but choose your moment and remember the moment. And if you are going off track or you're having a down day, go back to when you saw the light, as they say, and remember why you chose to keep doing Slimming World. I'm just going to turn my notes. I do apologise. Number 2 is believe that you can change. I'm going to move my notes down here. Believe that you can change. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got all these notes and my book won't stand up. What you eat can change. You just need to realise that this is true. Take small steps at first. Don't think of your main goal. Take baby steps. First thing I did was swaps. I had sugar in my coffee. I replaced my sugar with sweetener. I had full fat milk in my coffee. I replaced that with semi-skim milk and I used it as my healthy A choice. I drank a lot of full fat like sodas and things like that. I changed them to sugar-free Diet Cokes. I still have to have them, but I've reduced them to sugar-free. Meat. I ate the most fattiest meat going. So like belly pork and something like that. So I changed that to extra lean. These very small changes made me realise that the little changes had a big effect. And me believing that those little changes would make me lose weight, I kept doing them. And then I found within me that there was other things which I needed to change in my lifestyle. And these small changes, Simply Change, will really help you with your weight loss. Start small and then you'll get the gist of it and you will roll. But whatever you do, believe that you can change. Number 3 is reframe food. And what I realised is that food should mean meals. It shouldn't mean when I'm bored. It shouldn't be comfort. It shouldn't be snacking or grazing throughout the day. It should be meals. I eat when I'm hungry and I have meal times now. So I have breakfast, I have dinner and I have tea. They're my 3 main meals and I plan those every single day. Now, I'm not one of these people who plan the week ahead. I can't do that. I've tried it in the past, I don't. I get up, I look in my fridge, I look what needs to be eaten and I make my meals regarding that. And I realised that food meant to me comfort. I'm a busy mum. So in the morning it was a banana, and then out to school run, and then it was cleaning, and then it was like, oh, it's 1 o'clock and I hadn't had my dinner. So it was a packet of crisps. Then it was, right, pick the kids up from school. Oh, it's Monday, so they have a Monday treat in our house. So I'd have a treat. Oh, well, I had much to eat, so I'll just get a sausage roll. So I had a sausage roll. Come back, prepare tea. It would be a kid's tea for the dinner thing, for the children. And then I'd have mine, and then whatever's left over, I'd nibble on the kids. And my mindset was, I've not had much. I've only had a packet of crisps and sausage roll. But I'd forget all the little snacks throughout the day. So what I decided to do then is, I really don't believe this, but this is my personal opinion. I don't believe bite it, write it. I've never done a diary. I never will do a diary now. I just find that it makes me feel like I'm on a diet, that I have to write down everything. That's just my personal opinion, and if it works for you, then brilliant. But what I did in my first 2 weeks of Slimming World was I wrote not what I ate, but when I ate. So I stuck to Slimming World like I would do, but what I realised by writing certain times down and why I was eating, so if at 3 o'clock when I just picked the kids up that I was going for a chocolate, it's because I was waiting for something to cook. So I wasn't hungry, I was just bored because I was waiting for something to do. The washing up was done or something and I thought, oh, I'm bored. So now I distract my mind. So I wrote down in the first 2 weeks, 3 o'clock, went for a chocolate bar and put why I went for it. Waiting for something to be cooked. And after 2 weeks, I looked at that plan and I realised that I was eating in certain times of the day. So it was after school, it was just after I've dropped the children at school because obviously I'd not had a good breakfast, so I was picking something after I dropped the kids off school. The kids in bed, and then I'd have my time, and that's when I really ate all my food. So because I knew what times I was going to be eating, I made that I had food available at those slots. So now I have a good breakfast. So if I become hungry after that breakfast, after I've dropped the children off to school, I then have another snack waiting for me. So it could be a prepared fruit salad. It could be that I've put some eggs to a side to remind me that I'll have scrambled egg. Whatever it is, I have the food available for me there. When I've picked up the kids from school at 3 o'clock, I know that the kids will have their treat on a Monday and Mummy will want her treat. So I have some cut up watermelon fingers. Sounds ridiculous, but I'm eating when my children are eating and I still feel like I'm having that treat. Then at night time is where I have most of my sins. And I have my sins planned out. So when I'm just done my final washing up on a night time, I'm cleaning down my sides, I open my sin bowl and I choose that what sins I'm going to have. And I'll put the kettle on, go upstairs, get the kids settled, and I know then that I've got my little treat waiting for me when I get back downstairs. And that works for me. And it's made me more positive, and I'm never hungry, and it's really reframed the way I see food. As long as I get my 3 main meals in, then whatever I want to snack in between, I know now what times I'm going to snack in, and there is food available there, and then I'm never in that situation where it's just a grab and go situation. If I'm going out and about, I have food in my handbag. It's all about reframing your mind of how you see food and how you're going to be able to put healthier food into your life. And that's what I've done. Hopefully it's worked for you. And number 5 is be kind to yourself. Trying to stay on plan and be good all the time is truly hard. It is absolutely the most hardest thing I've had to do in my life. And I'm not going to say it doesn't come with downfalls. But like me, when I fall off the plan and I've had that gain, or I've had that unexpected gain, I don't now self-blame myself, I don't self-criticise myself, and I don't feel bad. Because having self-blame, self-criticising yourself, all it does then is you go back to wanting that comfort food. And then in turn, you still feel pants. You don't get out of that cycle. Acknowledge that you've had a gain, like if I've had a gain, I acknowledge it. I feel pants that I've got a gain. But I don't blame myself, and I don't blame other things. I just realise that life gets in the way. It could be certain, like last week was snow day, it was snow week where I was, so I could turn to comfort food. It's a natural thing. And if I'm out and about like I was at the weekend and I was with friends and family, I chose to have some wine. But that's a lifestyle, it's a lifestyle choice. But I will not self-blame myself anymore, because it is the worst thing that I could do mentally, positively to myself, and I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling negative about those gains anymore. They happen. Acknowledge it, and I'm going to get it back onto it, because I know that if I comfort eat and I make that gain into something else, then next week I'll see another gain, and then the cycle goes on and on and on. Right, I got a gain. What we're going to do about it to get that gain off and a bit more. Simple. And don't get me wrong, I am not saying that it's not hard and it's not mind-boggling, because food is like that. But having self-blame will not help you in the long run at all, honestly. And one thing I've done now is to forgive myself for having that game and just get back on it. Just honestly get back on it. And number 6 is my book, is to find new role models. We all need inspiration when we're on our Slimming World journey or in a weight loss journey. Whatever you're choosing to do, I choose Slimming World. And I needed some inspiration to keep me on track. So I turned to YouTube. And when I turned to YouTube and typed in, the first time I typed in on the YouTube box where it says search, I typed in Slimming World journeys. And the first person who was there was Gemma FSW. And it was amazing to be able to relate to someone who was going through the same struggles, being a busy mom. Her starting weight was similar to my starting weight, and where she had come and what struggles she'd overcome made me realise that there's other people out there going through the same journey as me. I don't feel alone. We all have our ups and downs, and they became my new role models. And by doing this channel, I've got a lot more role models throughout my journey, and there's a lot of people who I watch who watch me, and they're my inspiration because I see that they struggle, and I think, yeah, I'm going through that at the moment. I mean, last week was horrendous. It was snow day, and trying to keep, you wanted that comfort food, so putting things in place to keep you on track. Yeah. Or someone went out on a night out and there was wine that was flowing. I think, yeah, I've been there. I was there last week, and I know entirely what you're going through. I don't feel alone anymore, and they're now my new role models, what I look up to and I can relate to. So find someone who's going through the same struggles as you, relate, talk, ask for support. The Slimming World community on YouTube is amazing, and anyone here is honestly the ones who are going to help you. They're just amazing. And they're my 6 positive ways to make Slimming World easier, healthier. But I always think having a positive outlook on life is the best way forward. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I help a little bit. I'm not saying that Slimming World isn't a struggle, because it is. You have to use a lot of determination, a lot of willpower, and a lot of saying no to certain things where you just think, I want that. But being positive has truly, truly helped my journey, and I hope it helps yours. So take care, sending positive thoughts, Rachel.